Happy Sunday, everyone. We have one person in the building. Hey, Prince Daniel. It's going far more better today there. But great to see you. Happy Sunday there, Prince. Probably may just be on for 30 minutes or to an hour. I'm not too sure. If I can get enough people to have a conversation with and just see what they did for today, there, I'd be able to interact with you guys for a bit here. But today, for me, I went to church this morning, and then after that, I came back home and chilled out there until Brown Go Bella had did her Sunday sip stream there, and then after that, Point Blank Travel had did a subscriber-thon stream to help get Brown Go Bella the remaining subscribers that she needed to get her to 3,000 or 3K there. And I say congrats to Brown Go Bella for making it or getting to that milestone. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm a bit sleepy, guys. My head hurts a bit there, but I'll get through it. But other than that, not much. What have you done for today there, Prince Daniel, if you're still in here? With just one person in here, it's kind of lonesome, but I am the starting. Well, this is my new channel anyway, so it's going to take time to get the audience back that I once had. But what did you do for today, there, Prince Daniel? Or how was your day? Oh, I'm guessing on HBO Max, right? Or is it on Hulu? I know it's either HBO Max or Hulu because I know the original TMNT is owned by the Warner Media Company there, and I believe it's HBO Max that it's on. The stuff that I've recently been binge watching has actually been Tiny Toon Adventures, if you know that show there. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV with comic dispensers. We cack up all the sensors on Tiny Toon Adventures. Get a dose of comedy. So here at Acne Acres, it's a wild world apart. The home sweet home stands alone in a cartoon work of art. The scripts were rejected. Expect the unexpected. Tiny Toon Adventures is about to start. We're furry, we're funny, we're Babs and Buster Bunny. Montana Max has money, and Myra is a pain. There's Hampton and Plucky, Dizzy Devil Ducky, Furballs and Lucky, and Goko is insane. At Acne University, we earn our tune degree. We've been getting the laugh since 1933. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. Tiny Toon Adventures, come and join the fun. And now our song is done. Doot. Oh, it's on Tubi. Yeah, I heard of Tubi TV. In fact, I haven't checked out Tubi in a long, long time. There, the last time I had checked was back in I think sometime earlier the spring and all that. There, but I if that's where TMNT the original series is on at, I'll have to check it there because there's a few um, streaming subscriptions I have that is ad based, and I know Tubi TV is free with ads there, which what makes it free and all that. But some the streaming service that has ads is very limited or is like lesser than like the number of ads that you would have to sit through on like Tubi TV. But as I said, what makes it free there, one thing I have seen or learned of Tubi TV is the commercials that they have is almost as lengthy long as a normal commercial break. If you were to watch any show or movie that is on there on the actual cable televisions like TBS and all that, but as long as it's like free, there, then that's good. Yeah, I just recently been feeling like a nostalgia binge lately there, and so there's been a lot of old TV shows that I've been watching there, and one of them more recently was, of course, Tiny Toon Adventures there, and the other ones that I've like kind of been binge watching has been Ducktales, the 1980s and 90s version, and on Disney Plus. And I've also watched bits and pieces or episodes of Darkwing Duck on Disney Plus and Tailspin. But other than binge watching uh, 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 the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there, what else did you do, or were you just binge watching for most of the day there? Um, if that's like much, I was gonna make fried chicken for dinner, but when I was looking through a recipe for fried chicken through Google, there, it said that I needed buttermilk, and I don't have any buttermilk, unfortunately, in my refrigerator there, or my seasoning cabinet there. I'm gonna have to get some probably later this week because I don't get paid for my job till this Wednesday. Yeah, the VHS thing that you're talking about, I remember one of like some type of like alien invaders VHS there, and the Ronald McDonald Wacky Adventures was like one of the weirdest things that I had seen as a kid. But once I watched it as I got older, it wasn't too bad. But the character or the cartoon design of Ronald is not like Ronald we're familiar of in the costume and all that. There, it would have been more like better if they could have like get Ronald McDonald cartoon character look like the actual costume one there. But also, the Hamburglar was a bit like the Hamburger kind of reminds me of the sort of like a teenage Chucky there from the Rugrats All Grown Up series there. But it was like one of the like um, uh, uh, um, one of the things that I loved, but also got kind of creeped out on, if you know what I mean. There. Oh, it was called The Visitors from Outer Space. If you want to like see that stuff, apparently a bunch of the wacky adventures of Ronald McDonald are on YouTube. There's the one Scared Silly, and then there's the Visitors from Outer Space, and then there's the Birthday World one, and the Legend of Grimace Island there, which was another. Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald there. Looks like there's a whole ton of those Wacky Adventures on of Ronald McDonald there on YouTube. Yeah, neither of them did there, but it's what made it kind of awkward for me as a kid there. But let me go ahead and show you there. I'm not going to play anything. I'm just going to show you. I looked up the Ronald McDonald Wacky Adventures, and there's a 4 hour video with all six episodes there. So someone had got a hold and converted all six of them into a digital format, and made it into a compilation there of all six episodes, which accumulates to 4 hours apparently. And then there's the other ones individually, like the Scared Silly, the Visitors from Outer Space, Birthday World, the Legend of Grimace Island, and Halftime Will Travel, and it looks like there's looks like all of them are on YouTube there. If you want to binge watch that there. Oh, the Secret of the Ooze. You're talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There. I'm guessing that's the movie, right? Because I know TMNT two was called the Secret of the Ooze. There. But the one thing I remember about those wacky adventures of Ronald McDonald is the catchy intro song that was played, where the alarm will go off and wake up Ronald and his dog there, and the song was too catchy to not to sing along to there, if you know what I mean there, Prince Daniel. But I do remember the Rocky Adventures of Ronald McDonald. Try to think of what other stuff as a '90s kid that wasn't like on air or anything like that that I remember. Because I know a lot of shows that I remember grew up watching besides just the Disney and Nickelodeon cartoons there, but there were a lot of like shows in lineup that were like the weekend and all that there. Not the Weekenders, but even though I do remember watching Disney's One Saturday Morning a lot of times as a kid growing up, and uh, yeah, the catchy song. Wait to the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald or One Saturday Morning. But yeah, the intro to the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald was something that I liked there. But after the intro and when they came down the ball pit slide and went from costumed or live action characters to cartoon drawn characters, that's when the show kind of took a creepy turn. But the outer space one was one of my was like my all time favorites of the entire Ronald Adventure Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald series there. But I'm trying to remember of all the ones I remember watching. Yeah, the catchy intro to One Saturday Morning. Yep, they had a catchy one there at the start of their block every Saturday there when their like program would begin there. But the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald, my favorite was the Outer Space one. Don't think I remember Scared Silly there. I do remember the Legend of Grimace Island, but I never seen Halftime Will Travel. I've never seen Birthday World, and from the other ones that that apparently on YouTube, never heard of McTreasure Island there, but I may have to look at the or watch the 4 hour video that someone had posted of all the 6 episodes and pinpoint my way through each episode one by one. Yeah, the Power Rangers movie, I do remember that there when the original Power Rangers was popular at its time. that made it into a live action movie there. And Ivan Ooze was like the one of the villains of the movie there. And apparently, any adult human being that touches Ivan Zeus was electrically zapped and became human obeyers there that would do Ivan Ooze's work for him to create the palace he's always wanted. But I do most definitely remember the Power Rangers movie. And one of my favorite songs that I never knew that there was a full song of till about like 5 or 6 years ago was the "Uh-oh, we're in trouble." The long and the non-stop bubble. Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Quick march on the double. Do 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 do. We can't get a cab 'cause we ain't got no money. The If you know what song I'm talking about from the movie, apparently there's a full song that I never knew of until one day when I was looking at 90 songs, and I was wondering if there was a full one to that song that I remember hearing in the scene where all the teenagers was. Yeah. Ivan Ooze was one terrible looking creature. Yeah, he was. He kind of resembled some likes of a of a like one of those like a vampire, but also had the fakes as though he was bubbled up or something like that. That apparently resembled his ooze stuff there, or his Ivanhoe's stuff. And but if I had to like just from what he looks like, he kind of resembles a vampire, to be quite honest. The Ivan Ooze that is from the Power Rangers movie, but he was like in a different design of a vampire there. And the little thing that Ivan Ooze had said was like, step right up, step right up. Something like snooze or like lose something. Step right up, step right up. Don't be get your hands on Ivan's ooze. Yeah, Matt, that was one of my favorite movies as a youngster and into my teenage years there. And I'll be quite honest, Max's best friend there I never knew was Josh Peck. that would later on become the star of Drake and Josh, the TV series on Nickelodeon on TNIC there. But at the time when Josh Peck was in like Max Keeble's big move, I didn't think that it was him there. But once I later on found out it was him, I was super surprised to find out that was Josh Peck, because I'll be quite honest, as a kid, I didn't really look at like the movie credits of anything of who's starring and all that there. But well, once I found out that it was just Josh Peck playing Max's best friend in the movie, or one of his two best friends in the movie, and then it was the same Josh Peck that starred in Drake and Josh, the T Nick show. I was like surprised. Yeah, that's the one that I'm talking about there, Prince Daniel. I forgot what Max's best friend name was there, but I know he had a nickname in the movie there, but I forgot the nickname because I haven't seen Max Keeble's Big Move in a long, long time. But I do remember the trailer where like some student skateboards over the hand railing of the stairs outside, and then he does a I wouldn't say it's a flip, but he just basically had jumped his skateboard over the handrail of the stairs, and the cement showed the Walt Disney Pictures logo and all that. I remember that trailer from Atlantis: The Lost Empire. I used to see a lot too as a kid, but the guy who played Raven's best friend Eddie was in it too. Yeah, that's what I learned too. Is like the secret agent or whoever was played by Raven's best friend Eddie in there. I later on found out that was him too. Before he had starred in That's So Raven on the Disney Channel. Well, anywho, there, Prince, there. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end it. Like I said, I only was planning on being on here for about 30 minutes there, and it's about that time here. So I hope you have a great night there, and I hope you all have a great night too. Take care. God bless. Bye for now, and have a great week, everyone. Till next time, take care.